Alexa, volume down to. Grand Rising. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Whatever it is doing for you. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. If you're returning to my channel, welcome back to my channel. I appreciate you. Your likes, shares, comments, subscriptions, super chats, gifts, and all of that. Okay. Thank you. It is much, much appreciated. Um, so we're getting ready to do the what is your perspective of love and why topic. All right. Um, if you are new here, visit the playlist section. Okay. Visit the playlist section. If you find readings on my channel, just note I don't offer readings anymore. Okay. I do not offer readings. I don't offer readings anymore. I do, however, offer one-on-one spiritual coaching sessions. Okay. Um, and you can email me. My information is in the description section. It's in the about section on my channel as well. So send me an email. I'll send you the detail. Okay. Um, and all year long, we did the um $9 special. We ran that all year long. So that closes out the 31st at, well, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that will not be the price for the one-on-one spiritual coaching sessions after that, okay? Um the voting poll that I have up on my community section that is coming down at 11:59 p.m. tonight. So go vote because that's for our Zoom meet and greets. So if you want to be a part of that, you're going to have to send me an email with, just send me an email in the subject of the email, put Zoom meet and greets. Okay. We doing it. I want to keep the trolls. Well, we would love to keep all the trolls out of our New Year meet and greets. Okay. So that's that. Um, what else? What other announcements that I? Gasha Petra, did I say your name wrong? I hope not. But hi, I am great. How are you? Happy holidays to you, Fred. Thank you. Hey, Noah. Right now I'm just talking, but we getting ready to do our topic for the night. Um, and we doing what is your perspective of love and why? Because it's Tuesday. And how I almost forgot, I don't know. Especially when I've been writing the day and the date down all day. So yeah, we doing a topic tonight. Um, of course, it's open discussion. If you are new here and you don't know, all that I ask is that you keep it respectful in the chat. Because I block people and I'm not unblocking you, or I'll put you in a timeout, or, you know, it depends. Okay. We won't tolerate no disrespect though. None. The click of the finger. The click of the finger. Alexa, volume up one. Because why I feel like I need to hear what's going on the music and I don't hear it. Hello, Zachariah Johnson. Thank you for dropping them jewels. I appreciate you. So, yeah, if you do come across readings on my channel, they're old. I haven't done readings in several months. Don't intend on doing any readings on my channel. Okay. They will not be visible on my channel after tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow all the readings will be removed. FYI. So just a heads up. If you're not a fan of tarot, visit the playlist section. I haven't touched tarot in over a year. However, I believe there's some that are visible on my channel still, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I don't offer readings, so please don't email and ask because I'm ignore it. Okay, hey body swap Latina girl. Okay. Oracle King, what's going on? How you feeling? Noah, I don't know who that is. Hello, Isaac. Good morning to you. To I know I was gonna butcher your name. Yeah, Noah, I see where this is going. We're gonna get you right out the way, honey. Body swap, possibly. If you want to ask me something that's not provocative or disrespectful, by all means, go ahead. Baby, because you are so dear to me. Ba, 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 ba. This is why I had to turn the music down because when I was starting, I was too into the song. I was way too into the music, and the video had already started, so I had to turn it down because we know how I get with the music. Well, thank you, dear. I appreciate it. I'll look them up, Noah. Body swap. You should find you someone else to troll, honey. Yeah. I love you so much, baby. Be blessed. Okay, so we doing our what is your perspective of love and why topic tonight. So on Tuesdays, our what is your perspective of love and why topics are usually in regards to love or matters of the hearts. Okay, things, people, whatever it is you love. Okay, it could be yourself, baby. It could be you. Hello, James Howard. I am wonderful. How are you? Good evening, Lawrence. Hill. Hello, Stefan. You love sports? I love sports too. Football is my favorite sport, and boxing, and hockey. I love hockey. Yes, Oracle King love, because Tuesdays and Fridays we talk about love. It could be self love, it could be love, it's just love in general. Um, so our topic though, well, Noah, not right now. We listening to Jodeci. So, our topic tonight is in regards to choosing relationships. Okay? Choosing relationships, choosing for love or image, and karmic relationships. Okay? I believe I explained karmic energy before, if I'm not mistaken. I believe I did that when I broke down the astrology, when we did the astrology video a few months back. Um, and I broke down astrology and zodiac signs and house placements, moon cycles, and all of that stuff. Um, yeah. No, Montana. I don't smoke and I don't drink. Nope. Not at all. Not even a little bit. Not a sip, not a. Hey, walking tall. Good evening. I love you. So, yeah. So, but what I wrote down was why judge a book by its cover, and ask yourself why you're drawn to what is aesthetically pleasing. Which I know it sounds like a crazy question to ask. Like, why are you drawn to what is physically attractive to you, right? So, see, Montana, that's where I draw the line because, baby, listen. And I'm not going to block you. I'm just going to put you on a little timeout, let you just peep around and, okay. Yeah. Because I draw the line at things like that. I feel it's disrespectful. So I can't accept that. Thank you, Walking Tall 420. I appreciate that. 420. Is your birthday April 20th or do you be smoking? I'm gonna be serious tonight. Dang! I'm gonna try. Cause we know I silly sometimes. It is what it is. Oh well, thank you, darling. I appreciate that. That is a beautiful thing. Compliment indeed. And I appreciate how you said it so respectfully. It matters. Oracle King, you said the person you choose sometimes depends on the effort you use to love self. The more you love self, the better the person you choose. Ooh, give me some. Give me a high five. I love it. Yes. Ultimate loyalty is the real attraction. Okay, now. It's not your birthday. I didn't think it was. I just figured I asked before I sold. So, you right though, Oracle King. I'm a pen that. I'm a pen that for now. Because that's important. Because the more you love yourself, the better you attract. You know what I'm saying? The more you heal, the better you attract. You know? Yeah. But see, the thing is, though, to not go back in your healing. Meaning, don't step outside your healing. Because listen, when you step outside your healing to go towards something that's not aligned with your healing, or someone who's not on a healing path or hasn't done any healing work, it sets you back. It will set you back emotionally more than anything. It could, if you allow it. But it could set you back emotionally, mentally, psychologically, even. But then you'll have to do more work on your heart. Like, say, if you do chakra work, you will have to do work on your heart chakra as well as your sacral. Okay? Because that's your sacred energy. You jumping in when you. That's your sacred energy. You jumping in when you jumping in relationships and stuff. So you got to be careful and you got to be mindful and know we are not all the time like, well, after you reach a certain level in your healing and you reach a certain level on your path, you are very much comfortable with yourself. Okay? You're very comfortable with yourself, your own company, and you building on that love that you have for yourself. So anything outside of that, if it's not matching that or it's not aligned with that, it's like, I'm cool. You know? Hey Wayne, what's going on? How you feeling? Right, or cocaine. When you leave the hospital, don't go back until you hurt again. For real. Alexa, volume down one. Cause I get sidetracked. Yeah, it's the better you love yourself, the better you attract. It's not just in love though. That's just in life. Period. The more you love on yourself, the more you love on yourself, the better you love yourself, the better you attract. The more things that you attract that are great for you. Okay? That's why, say, like, if you in a relationship and you consistently doing the healing work and you're consistently loving on yourself and pouring into yourself and you ain't letting nothing penetrate that love that you have for yourself, and then you with somebody else who ain't doing no healing work, they not working on themselves in no way, shape, form, or whatsoever, they could care less about doing some healing work. That don't even go together. Cause you gotta think what you gonna do. Keep growing and keep growing and keep growing and keep growing, and you gonna keep looking at this person you with that ain't doing no growing. Ain't growing at all. Ain't bust a grape in regards to their own healing, or they do enough on the surface level just to make it like, just to keep you around, because people got a way of manipulating people where they'll be like gaslighting. We talked about that a few weeks ago. That's gaslighting. But people got a way of, well, I'm going to work on this and I'm going to do better. And I promise I'm going to do this. And I know I could do better in this area. And I was wrong. And people know, like, we too old to be acting like we don't know what's going on. People be knowing what's going on. People know what they doing. It's just that you allow people to get away with what they get away with. So then you got to check yourself, like, enabler. Like, you keep letting a person get away with something, they gonna continue to get away with it. They gonna keep playing on your mental and trying to get away with what they've been getting away with because you allow it. That's like, we teach people how to love us. We teach people how to support us. We teach people, You shouldn't have to teach nobody how to show up for you. You might have to in some cases, but you shouldn't have to teach someone who genuinely loves you or who genuinely considers you and who genuinely appreciates you. You shouldn't have to teach them how to show up for you. Um, oh, hold on. I'm missing you. Wayne, I have had a great day. Thank you. Lawrence, you said you on the porch, you ain't coming off. Felt you. I feel you. I'm telling you. But that's the thing, Lawrence. If you gotta put in that much work to be with a person, you're not supposed to be with them. No. Because let me tell you about the even flow. Okay? The even flow. When you really, truly aligned with someone, things are just going to line up for y'all. It's going to work out so good for y'all. It's not going to be no, oh, well, our times just ain't, you know, our time ain't right, or this ain't right, this ain't going this way, this ain't going the way it's supposed to, because it's not supposed to. Y'all got to pay attention to that. If it's not lining up the way you plan it, and it's not going as planned, and it's not going this way, and it's not going that way that you expected it to go, that's because it's not supposed to. It's not supposed to go. That's why it ain't going. It's not happening because it's not supposed to happen. You got to pay attention to stuff like that when you with people, when you in relationships. Because the even flow means you're going to evenly flow with your person. When you with your person, when y'all gonna flow together, y'all gonna consistently be on the same frequency. But when y'all not, and it ain't meant, and it ain't supposed to be. That's why it's like, you gotta pay attention to these things. Oracle King, what you say? Let me see. It is extremely important to learn. It is extremely important to learn how to recognize who should and shouldn't be in our lives. People haven't mastered the art of relationship selection. Whoo. Okay, then you said a mechanic knows a good car when they see one. We must be able to recognize the proper people so we don't have to teach someone to be proper for us. That right there, baby. I love it. I got to pen that one. Yeah, that's why I say it's somebody for everybody. That's exactly why I say that. Because you got to find everybody has a person. And you may think this person is your person. And but they not aligned with you. It's nothing, if, okay, let's say this, right? So, was it yesterday? A night before last. I It was the on a positive note message where I was talking about kingdom spouses. That was Sunday evening. Yeah, I'm gonna tag that video below. That was so good, y'all. I'm talking about it was so good, and I was so mad because I had to edit it and cut out all. I had to edit it and cut out all the music parts, every part that had a song in it, because they was trying to block my video. So I said, let me cut out the parts with me singing and everything. But oh well, it is what it is. But I'm gonna pin it in the comment section. It was so good. But that's when I was talking about kingdom spouses, because marriage kept coming up in that, okay? But you'll have you'll have somebody who's going to match your low vibrational energy. The, like I explained before, you're going to have a soulmate on each level. You have a soulmate for each level. You have what they call twin flame. You'll have one on each level that you elevate, that you grow. You're going to have, when you in your karmic energy, because all of us have been in karmic energy. All of us have been a karmic. All of us have been a lesson. Okay? All of us have been a lesson or will be a lesson for someone else in love. Most certainly. Someone has been your lesson, and you have been or will be someone's lesson. That's a fact. Okay? But that's going to be that karmic energy, because karmic energy is not bad. It teaches us. It's meant to teach you. It don't necessarily have to be a negative thing. Now, yes, you have toxic karmics out here that will try to ruin you and destroy you when you try to leave them and do all kinds of mess. Them toxic karmic low vibrational energies. Okay? Then you got karmic energies that just enter into your life, and it just don't work out. And it don't work out because it's not meant to work out in the way that you may think it should work out, because that person was sent across your path to teach you a lesson. Okay? That person was sent across your path to teach you a lesson, to bring a test or maybe an obstacle or a challenge or something across your path to help you grow better in some way. Okay? So just question. I didn't mean to pull that up. So just question and ask yourself the challenges and obstacles that you went through or that you've been through in a relationship. Ask yourself, how did it change you? Because hopefully it changed you. If you went through a toxic karmic situation, it should have changed you. And it should have changed you for the better. Because that's what they intended for. That's what it's intended for. Not everyone changes for the better. Because if they did, we wouldn't have so many bitter, jealous, envious people out here in the world on a mission to destroy, kill, steal. Okay? But you said should you be friends first? It would be a great thing to be someone's friend first, but that's not always the case. Realistically, that's not always the case. Cuz people, if you friends and you dating, are you really friends? I believe that you could be a friend to the person you're dating or the person you're in a relationship with. That could be your best friend. You could find a friend in them. Absolutely. But realistically, if you're dating a person, that's not your friend. That's somebody you're dating. That's someone you're pursuing. That's someone you know, hopefully with intention. Because some of us are a little too old to be out here dating just to be dating without intention. That's goofy. After a certain point in life, a certain age, that's just stupid. Now, if that's your preference, that's your preference. But yeah, you said sometimes karmic is a forced love that doesn't work out and ends up being a lesson. Absolutely. When you trying to rush into something or force something, that's definitely going to be your lesson. That's going to be a lesson. It ain't going to be nothing blessed about it. It's going to be chaotic. You either going to deal with a lot of chaos A lot of drama, a lot of trauma, a lot of pain. It's going to be a lot of endurance. And 9 out of 10, it will not be good. Depending on what type of karmic energy you're dealing with. Because if you're dealing with a low vibrational karmic energy, that's very toxic. Very, very toxic. So you got to be careful. I tell y'all, be careful. Be careful. BSW. This live stream is about, it's, well, it's on Tuesdays and Fridays we do what is your perspective of love and why topics. And the topics are usually in regards to love and matters of the hearts. Okay. Every other day we do different topics. Open discussion in the chat. We share insight. You know, my channel is simply about sharing, healing, growing better together. We laugh a little, we joke a little, but we keep it respectful, or I'll block you. Or my moderators, they will block you. And they have a zero tolerance. I'm a little lenient. They don't play no games. My moderators do not play. So, yeah, that's what it's about. You said any faith in long distance relationships. Long distance relationships could work. It depends on who you have in a long distance relationship with. I believe long distance relationships could work. Depending on how much a person respects you and how much that person respects themselves and how much they respect y'all's relationship. It could work. Absolutely. If you're dealing with someone who feel like they always constantly gotta have sex or physical touch, and it's, that could be an issue. That could be an issue. Everybody is different. Unless it starts in person. I feel you, Oracle King. For real. Oh, Madden. So much I miss you. But Oracle King, me personally, if it start in person, I would be with it. But it would have to be understanding, and like I said, the level of respect would matter. Because people will tell you anything. But if you don't trust the person or you have trust issues, don't try to do no long distance relationship. If you have trust issues, I don't even think you should be in a relationship. You shouldn't even be trying to be with nobody with trust issues. Because then your trust issues can bring a toxic dynamic between you and the person you with. So that can be a very unhealthy relationship. So you just, it matters. And I know a lot of people feel like, oh, well, you got to earn my trust. I'm not just going to give it to you. And I understand. I understand that. I get it. However, no one should have to earn anything they didn't break and that they didn't mess up and that they didn't misuse or that they did not abuse. I believe my from my perspective, I feel like people who use that You got to earn my trust. I ain't just going to give it to you. People who use that, they speak that from a damaged place, from an unhealed place. That comes from being your trust being taken advantage of or misused. Because when you really truly, like me, the stuff I've been through, I still could never say that. I would never say that. And yes, every person is different, but how fair would it be to a man who really wants to be with me to treat him according to what how someone else treated me? That wouldn't be fair to who I'm with, and that wouldn't be fair to me to treat someone else according to how the past treated me. That's I don't feel like that's right. Yes, Lawrence. Dang, I thought I was the only person that thought like that. Lawrence said, what about treating every day like the first day and keep that energy every day that you together? So, yes, because I feel like people always be like, some, not all. Some people will say, well, you're going to have issues, you're going to argue, you're going to have disagreements. Yes, you might have disagreements. True. Okay? But when you understand your person, and y'all have not only just that physical connection, but you have a mental, emotional, and spiritual connection. Because I'm big on spirituality. So if I can't connect with you spiritually, there is no relationship. There's no dating. There's no none of that. None of that. Because for me, that's the most important thing. That's the first important thing for me. If I'm not connected to you spiritually, I don't want nothing to do with it. We could be, I can't even say we could be friends. Like for real. I'm not even going to sit here and say we could be friends because I know me and no, we couldn't. Uh-uh. Not at this point in my life. No, no, no. Because everybody that I engage with and everybody that I'm connected to, we have a spiritual connection as well. So, and I value all of those people. So it's not, if I don't have a spiritual connection with you, oh no, no. And I ain't talking about a religious connection because I'm not religious. I'm talking about a spiritual connection. Your spirit, your soul, my soul. It need to be you know, like I mean, for me it's important because of who and what I am is very important for me. The physical and all that is cool. That's all right. It's all right. That's cool. But that spiritual connection, I'ma need that. I need that. Um, uh, I need it. I want it in my life. I just heard juvenile. Okay, yeah. I'm just saying. To each his own. Some people prefer a physical connection over anything. Some people prefer a physical attraction. Some people prefer the aesthetics, was aesthetically pleasing. I'm gonna need that soul. Like, I need that soul connection. I need your spirit to speak to me on a higher level. That's what I need. If your spirit ain't talking about nothing that's elevated, I can't do it. Cause I'ma feel like I have to dummy myself down all the time. I can't do that. It's not pleasing to me. It's not good to me. It's not good. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Raven, obviously your mama didn't know what Danielle, shut up. You almost took me there. But being someone that does know exactly what I want, how I want it, I ain't gonna debate with her. But you ain't gotta worry about it, baby, because you won't be back. All I want to right now is all. Yeah, the physical is, listen, with them aesthetics and stuff, it's okay, but you can change the aesthetics. You can change the physical appearance. You can change, you could even change the spiritual, you know, aesthetics. You could even change that, but that's a lot of work. You know, like, mm-mm. It's like, no. I don't, I'm not going to look at what could be changed because that's me looking at it on the surface level. The surface level could be changed. That can be altered. It can be changed. It could be rearranged. It can be dappered up. It could be, toned up. Whatever the case may be. We can work on the physical and the aesthetics. That can be worked on. That could be changed immediately with no issue whatsoever. It's hard to get a person to correct their spirit and their soul, to get them in alignment, to get them on, that's a toughie. I would rather your spirit and your soul already be aligned with mine. That's less complicated. And then if your spirit and your soul is aligned with mine, like I said, that even flow, it's going to flow beautifully. So I look at that. I just look at the spirit. It matters more to me. Oracle King, you better say that. Yeah, for me, it's spiritual, psychological, mental, and emotional connections. But emotional connections for me, if I don't have an emotional connection with somebody, that's a red flag because I'm an empath. So I can feel your emotions no matter what. So if I don't feel emotion from you, that's a red flag, a huge red flag for me. Okay, Vibra, perfect. Perfecta. That's cute. Look, a dog was just barking too. That's funny. Oh my goodness. Stimulated mind grows a deep mind. Yeah, a stimulated mind, but you're right. A stimulated mind definitely grows a deep bond in the spiritual, within the spiritual connection, for sure. Why just out of nowhere get the hiccups? Oh, thank you, Wayne. I appreciate that. Thank you, Kane Smith. I appreciate that. The personality is first the person's vibe, how she speaks, her tone, her kindness, her self-respect, the way she treats others. Lawrence, yes. It should be that way for everybody, though. It should be that way for everybody. It should be that way for everybody. Because people, energy don't lie. People can lie. People can tell you whatever they want to tell you. But energy does not lie. So the way how a person's energy is, how they speak, they tone, pitch, kindness, how they treat themselves, how they treat others, key factors. Key factors. Key factors. I'm telling you. For real. Oh, thank you, Low Key Thunder. God loves you as well. I appreciate it. You know, one thing though that get me is when people when people be like, I ain't talking to that person because of what they got on or because of how they dress. I don't like how they dress. I don't like the shoes they got on. I don't like this. I don't like that. You've been missed out on the love of your life judging that book by its cover. Cause baby, if they anything like me, on them days where you just going for a run and coming back home, well, if you're not new here, you know I got a problem. Like everything gotta be like match or coordinate. So that's always, no matter what. Like it's always, I'm always like that. Even just chilling in the house. But I have never had somebody like, oh, I don't want to talk to you because you got them sweatpants on, or you got that hole in your pants, or you got this big t-shirt on, or you got these raggedy shoes on. Never, 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 mm-mm, never. I'll be doing yard work, doing yard work, holes in my pants. Man, never. It's never happened. But you said what? The trust. I love you too. My son just running here. I love you. Trust shouldn't have to be earned when the Oracle King, right? Trust shouldn't have to be earned when the person is genuinely dedicated in a relationship. Always remember why you started the love to keep the love. Woo! Have gratitude for who you choose. Interaction should be the determined factor in whether or not to deal with. Yes, I agree. I agree. I agree. Gratitude and appreciation for who you choose goes a very long way. Cause then you gotta ask yourself why you choosing the person, what you choosing for. You know, what was the intention behind the choice? Ask yourself why you choose the person. I got a video on my channel. I think it's still on there. Yeah. Saying, ask yourself why you choose the relationship you choose. Why are you with a person? Do they better you? Are they better for you? Do they uplift you? Do they uplift your spirit? Do they, what is it good that you choose a person to be with a person for? Because that matters. People be choosing to be with people because they look good, because they sound good, because they talk good, because they got this, because they got that, and then you end up miserable because you want something they giving you that come with a temporary, I call it temporary fix, but you get this temporary joy or happiness from something you're being given. What about after that feeling's gone? What can they give you outside of whatever material or monetary things that brings you joy, that brings you happiness, that helps uplift you, that increases, you know, just what is it that, what is it? It says some choose things they can complain about because that's the only time they feel heard. Whoo. You said you enjoying being by yourself. You have so much freedom now, and you want to stay by yourself forever, Lawrence. Well, I get it. 'Cause, listen, I understand. I felt like that at one point, but I felt like that from a place of hurt. I felt like that from a place of hurt. Like, I know I'm gonna keep me safe. I know my feelings and my heart is secure with me. I know I ain't gonna do nothing to hurt myself. I know I ain't gonna do nothing to mistreat myself. I know I ain't gonna take myself for advantage. I know I ain't gonna misuse myself or abuse myself in no way. Yeah, I had that mindset before. So I get it. I get it. But I also knew that for me, that came from a hurt space. That didn't come from a space of, well, relationships not for me. Because there's people out here where relationships really just not for you. People be serial dating because, a serial dater. But with me, I'm relationship oriented, like just by nature. And you said temporary joy is for those not looking for longevity. Yes, Oracle King. Goes back to the dating with intention thing. Yeah. That temporary joy is definitely for those not looking for longevity. Yes. You said being single is safe, but it doesn't guarantee survival. But companionship does. Uh, I don't feel like companionship always does. It just depends on who you choose to be your companion. You know? Because some people end up in relationships or and they end up stuck. They end up stuck. You said no dating, no physical contact. Well, I don't date and I don't have physical contact with anybody. I don't talk to people. I don't text people. None of that. So I understand. But, that don't mean I'm not. I will. I will. I will. Eventually. You said look at the conditions of those trying to make it on their own. It's people in relationships struggling. It's people in relationships that are in worse conditions than a lot of us single people without a relationship. That's a fact. So I don't, it depends on, once again, it depends on the person, the people, the relationship, and who you choose to be with. Yeah, people choose wrong, but not everybody choose right. Some people be in better conditions single than in relationships. You said you don't count them people. I ain't even mad. That's funny. That's funny. If I know. But if you want my heart, then it's time to act like you're mine and I'm. That's funny. I think people get in them type of situations because they settle. And when you settle, you tend to settle for everything you don't want. That's what settling is. You settle for everything you don't want. You might get a little glimpse here and there. Um, Down better believe. Nope. I don't know what else is funny. And I won't have a chance to know from you because you won't be. Yes, Lawrence. You said after. Oh, so I got a little bit of time, huh? Because I'm 39. So I got a little bit of time. Is that what you're telling me? Okay. See, that's crazy because I don't want to waste my time like that. And I know, what's crazy? I was thinking about earlier for whatever reason, how I read a study that said men don't typically grow up or really know what they want in relationships until they hit that 40 mark, right? Until they get around 40 years old. Um, in a study that women, excuse me, yeah, I'm going to bed after this. I was going to chill with my daughter, but I'm going to bed. I'm not about to chill with my kids. I'm going to bed. They big grown selves can chill with themselves. But hey, Trophy Stacks, what's going on, family? How you feeling? You said who benefits the most? A man having a good woman, or you said a man having a good woman, or a woman having a good man. Both can benefit. Both could benefit. If a good man gets with a good woman, that's a beneficial connection. Both benefit, especially if you know how to build within a connection. Now, if you a good man and you end up with a not so good woman, or a good woman and you end up with a not so good man, that's destruction waiting to happen. Chaos. Chaos. You're going to be arguing all the time. You're going to be at each other's throats all the time. That's one thing, right? For me, I don't understand how people don't see or understand that the constant conflict, chaos, arguing, bickering, the back and forth, the how do you not understand or see that that is a unhealthy dynamic? That's an unhealthy relationship. That's that is You don't everybody don't fail at getting the right one. Some people get their person. It's a lot of people in the world that got good relationships and happy, but they not all over. Most of them ain't on social media. Because the relationships that portray to be happy on social media, behind closed doors, horrible. Horrible. But people love getting on social media, parading around their relationship like they just the happiest people in the world. Everything's going great. God and God ain't got nothing to do with their relationships. They not happy. They miserable. I think if more people was real about their miserable relationships, it'll be better relationships. It'll be more good relationships. Because then people will feel good about releasing people that they know are not for them. If society didn't make it so hard on people and make people feel like they have to stay in relationships because they've been with a person for so long, because they have children with a person, because of this, because of that, because of that, because of this, but you miserable. Especially having children. You miserable. You think your children don't see that you miserable? You think your children can't feel that you're miserable? They do. They do. They do. You said know what you want ahead of time. Yes. You shouldn't be in nothing. If you don't know what you want, you shouldn't even be dating. Dating should be the last thing on your mind. Not a relationship, nothing. None of that should be on your mind if you don't know what you want. No. No. Knowing what you want, when you know what you want, you already won the battle there. Because when you know what you want, you're not going to settle for less than what you want. You're not going to have yourself stuck in something that you know you don't want, something you know you don't want to deal with. Woo! You for real, Beezy? Beezy's. You said your girl went to work and never came back since 6 months later she had 2 strokes. That's crazy. She must have racked up some pretty significant karma. But I guarantee you that taught her some type of lesson. If not, that's crazy. Bray, I drew that. I painted it. I didn't draw it. I painted it. The name of that painting is called There's Light in Love. That's a sunlight right there, a sun. But you can't, you gotta be like really up on it to see it. I made it that way intentionally for a reason. And I did, I painted this one and my daughter painted that one. So yeah, we love to paint around here. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, it's the potato. Hey, I love potatoes, so I ain't mad at you. Thank you, Oracle King. I love art. I'm an art head. I love creativity, just period. I love the creative mind. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place to be. You said people don't believe in love but believe in immorality. So funny. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I don't understand how people could. It is a lot of people that don't believe in love. I don't understand it though. It's a lot of people that don't even want love. You said stay on the porch if I can. I've been on the porch. You said I should sell paintings. My house is full of paintings that I did. My kids, other kids. My house is full of paintings. I just told my son we need to order some more canvases so we can do some more painting. But yeah, full of paintings. That's the only artwork I got in my house is paintings. I love abstract art. So the most beautiful artwork ever. Oh, you said I had it right, Brian? Okay. You said know self to know what you want. Treat yourself with love because that's the only example people have on how to love. Yes. Because people going to treat you how you treat yourself. And even if people don't treat you how you treat yourself, that just show you who you should be dealing with and who you need to cut off. Because a lot of people, it's people that'll treat you good, but they don't treat you how you should be treated, need to be treated, or want to be treated. It's people that'll love you, but don't know how to love you. You get that? They'll love you, but they don't know how to love you. Mm-mm. I mean, and you could show them, you could teach them, you could tell them, but if they not loving you correctly, it's because they not paying attention to who you are. That's because they haven't taken the time to really listen and observe. Because love don't take a lot. Love ain't complicated. And I tell you all the time, love is not complicated. People make love complicated. It's not complicated. Hello, Mandarius. Yeah, people make love complicated. It's not complicated. That's like when people always say, oh, the world is this and that. It's the people in the world that make it this and that. Hey, Demone Foster. Yeah, that be people. People make stuff complicated. It don't be. It ain't. It's if you just want to do what you want to do, you shouldn't do what you want to do, but don't involve someone else who don't just want to do all types of crazy stuff. Like unintentional people should not be dating intentional people. Unintentional people should not be seeking out intentional people. No. Stay in your lane, baby. It's somebody for everybody. It's somebody that's very much unintentional that's going to want your unintentional too. Okay? That's reciprocate that energy. So the intentional people can reciprocate that good intentional energy. Stay in your lane, baby. Don't nobody want that. Nobody that's intentional want to deal with somebody that's unintentional. No, it don't mix. It don't go together. That's like no healed nobody that's done no healing that's done the healing work, and that's they don't want nobody that's ain't did no healing work. Now, those of us who have done significant healing work, we may try to work on some things with you, but you gonna have to be at a certain level in your healing, because nobody want to have to go backwards to move forward after they done already moved forward. Don't nobody want to do that. No. Mm-mm. People want to be aligned with what's for them so we can move forward together, baby. Cause we won't go back to move forward. We just want to move forward together. We just want to keep this thing flowing evenly. That's it. For real, Oracle King. He said unintentional people are landmines. Watch where you step with them. Explosive. Explosive. Hello, David. I'm great today. He said, a woman that I can love and cherish with all my whole being and hearts. And I pray to God Almighty that He will provide me with that kind of woman someday in my life. Amen, as you should. Amen. Amen to that. As you should. Yes. Yeah. See, intentional people who are intentional with pure and genuine intentions for relationships, for love. Let me tell you something, right? Pray for your person before they get to you so they make it to you safe. Okay? Pray that your person make it to you safe. But you pray that they able to go through their healing, whatever it is they need to heal. Pray that they make it to you healed, safe, and ready. Okay? Pray that they doing the work. Because while you not in a relationship, you should be doing the work. That's how you going to align with what's for you. We talked about that the other day. You align with what's for you by doing the work consistently. Consistently being on your path, consistently taking action, moving forward in the right directions. Okay? Growing, elevating. That's how you attract your person, by doing the healing work. Now, say if you went this, because let me tell you, say you with somebody, right? And then you run into somebody and you like, dang, You like this, you like that, you like that. You everything I need. You everything I want. And this, you end up just being cool with the person or something like that, right? You everything I need, you everything I want. But you with somebody and you like, damn, we ain't going nowhere. We ain't doing nothing. We ain't growing together. Cause that's key. If you with a person, you should be growing with the person. If there's no it's no way that you should be in a relationship and you growing, y'all here when y'all come together. And we talked about this a while ago. Y'all here when y'all come together, but you doing the work. 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 You healing. You growing. You elevating. Your person ain't doing nothing though. They right here. So you like, come on, come on, come on, come on. Grow with me, grow with me. I just want you to grow with me. I just want you to. But as you doing that, you bringing yourself back down to their level. So then you got to start going back. You got to start doing more work and going back and going back. So you really got to think, if you with a person and you growing and they're not growing, you're growing out of this person's energy. And you're going to, as you continue to do the work and you continue to elevate, you're going to continue to grow out of this person's energy. You're going to continue to grow away from a person. That's how people, the grow apart energy, when people grow apart, that's the grow apart. That's how you grow apart. Because one person, you're going to grow and someone's not. So if you're growing, you should be willing to grow together, or you are going to grow apart. Because you're going to grow right in the direction of somebody else that's doing the same work you doing. You're going to end up aligning with somebody else the more you grow. Because God ain't going to keep you stuck in something you unable to flourish in. God ain't gonna keep you stuck in something. You're not meant to stay stuck. I tell y'all this all the time. You're not meant to stay stuck. You're meant to grow. So if you're in something with someone and you are unable to grow and you cannot grow because you trying to pull somebody up with you, or you trying to help somebody grow that don't want to, that's gonna keep you stuck. You can't make nobody do nothing. You can't force nobody to do nothing. They got to want to do the work for themselves. Even if they pretend like they want to do the work, they got to take the actions. They got to do the work for themselves. Or God going to keep pulling you apart. You going to, is and don't let you have some ancestors that really care about your path, and some passed on loved ones that's really got their eye on you, that really care about your path. Don't let you be on a healing path to where your purpose has a lot to do with healing others. You really gonna get pulled away from whatever you with, whatever you dealing with, whoever you with. You really gonna get pulled away. But you constantly growing and consistently growing, that's your telltale right there. Dang, wake up. What is you doing? Come on, I'm trying to get you to. What is you doing? Is we gonna grow or no? We gonna grow or no? Are we gonna? What we doing here? Is because you know. And then this was gonna happen. You gonna be growing and you elevating and you growing and you getting stronger and stronger, right? They gonna see that and they gonna be like, who you think you is? The envy gonna kick in. The jealousy gonna kick in. I'm telling you, you got men that get jealous of women, women that get jealous of men. This the person you chose to be with though. How could you be jealous of the person you chose to be with? The person you chose to date or whatever the case may be. It's like grow with the person or let the person go. It's really that simple. It's really that simple. But people stay and they'll watch you get dressed for work every day. They'll watch you get dressed to start your day, your positive day on a positive note. Okay. They'll watch you getting ready to go to some type of events, or you gotta go speak somewhere about this positive message you got to give, and you got this person sitting there ain't doing nothing, looking at you like, who you think you is? You know, like the secret envy and jealousy kick in, and then start to play a part on their mental, and now they really can't grow because they stuck on. I'm about to mess something up for you. They gonna mess something up for you. They gonna take you right off your path. They gonna pull you right off your healing path. People are sent in our lives to either help us grow with us, steal, kill, or destroy you in one way or another. It could be mentally, psychologically, emotionally, physically, or spiritually. You got to pay attention. You got to pay attention. I always tell y'all, pay attention to how you feel, because how you feel matters. And if you feel like somebody ain't got your best interest, and if you feel like somebody pulling you down while you steady doing the work, trying to elevate, and you trying to grow, and you trying to grow, and you doing the best you can, and you know you doing your best, and you know you putting in this work, you know you talk to God every day, you know you sit here like, man, I know just, you got to think, what your environment look like, who you around. Who do you share energy with? Who you having sex with? Because that's very important. We talked about that last week. You be having sex with somebody that secretly envy you, envy your path, envy your journey, envy your healing. They'll be jealous because you healing and they not. They will be envious because you healing and they not. This could be family, relationships, friends, foes. People you in a relationship with, marriage, whatever it is, you got to really pay attention. And that's when you got to ask yourself, do this person really have my best interest? Do these people really have my best interest? Are they pulling me backwards? Are they keeping me stuck? Or are they helping me progress on my path in a positive way? Are they bringing things and people around me that's going to affect my life in a negative way? Or are they respecting where I've grown on my healing journey and on my healing path? Do they really respect me? Are they showing me this respect by saying, I see where you at, I see where you're trying to grow, I see where you came from, I appreciate it, I respect it, keep doing your thing. I don't think you should do this because it's going to pull you back. I don't think you should be, let me help you out and get you away from this because I know it's like, pay attention to how people, just pay attention to your circle. Okay? Pay attention to your circle. Okay, rant over. Because I noticed that when we do our little videos and chats, I go on a rant every now and then. The Silver Wanderer. I'm not a witch. I could be. Probably was in a previous lifetime. Who knows? But I could be a good or a bad anything. I choose to be good though. Yeah, I like it there. I like moving in my light energy. I don't too much care to move in my dark energy because it gets a little spooky for others. Yeah. You said once a good girl gone bad, you'll never get her back. Oh, BZ Hill. You said competitive love is a stagnant love. Yes, Oracle King. Yes, yes. Competitive love is a stagnant love. Yes. When you in a relationship with somebody that's constantly competing with you, or they envious of you and jealous of you because of how you move, because of how you making things happen, they don't congratulate you, they don't clap for you, they don't support you, they don't say great job, job well done, or when they do, it's not genuine and you can feel it ain't genuine. You can feel it don't come with 100% of sincerity. Red flag. Red flag is gonna keep you stuck. I'm telling you. That be them type of relationships where people projecting on your downfall. They really hoping you don't go as far as you want to go in life, because if you do, they nervous because they know they ain't doing right. They know they ain't doing what they should be doing. They know they ain't growing how they supposed to be growing. They know they ain't did the healing work. So they get nervous. They get scared that you're going to leave them behind on whatever path they on, because you're going to keep growing on the path you on as you're intended. Yeah, because we ain't meant to stay stuck in nothing. Flag on the play, baby. For real. You said how you grow with someone who keeps you tangled up. For real, you can't. You can't grow with somebody that keeps you tangled up. And whether the tangled up be mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, psychologically, you can't grow with nobody like that. No, you cannot. You said we must grow together, but on the days you can sprout. Yes, as it should be, because we learn at different speeds. Having patience with the person dedicated on staying helps. Yes. Oracle King. Honey, listen. Listen. Yes. You gotta have somebody that, cause you ain't gonna feel at your best every day. You might not feel like getting up, going to that meeting, going to the I heard press conference. Take it where it resonate, okay, baby. But you may not feel like getting up, going. You need somebody that's gonna push you and push you in a positive way. You need somebody that's gonna uplift you and hold you accountable, and you them, vice versa. It go both ways. Cause when you not at your best, if you in a relationship, who gonna help you get at your best? It's supposed to be the person you choose to be with. Should be able to get you at your best. And I ain't talking about sexually. Okay. I'm just saying, I felt like I needed to put that out there. I ain't talking about sexually. But for real, you need somebody that's gonna lift your spirit, and help you do what need to be done. Okay, nurture you and do what need to be done. That's that's what partnership and relationship is. You pick me up when I need somebody to pick me up, and I pick you up when you need somebody to pick it. That's that equal give and take. That reciprocity is important, very important. Because if you don't have it, why are you in a relationship with the person you're in a relationship with? If you don't have a person, I don't like that. I don't like saying pouring into you, because I don't, it just don't sit right. Because you shouldn't have to pour out your cup, period. Okay? And if you get to a point to where you have to pour out your cup, you should have somebody there that can help you fill your cup. restore your cup, replenish your cup, rejuvenate your energy. Yeah. You said lifting each other's spirit solidifies our dedication to protecting each other. Absolutely. 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 Yes. You got to be able to protect the spirit, because I ain't gonna keep talking about how important that spirit and soul connection is, because I'm sure y'all get it by now. But you got to be able to protect the spirit. You got to be able to. You got to be able to. Yeah. Sometimes you might have to pray for your person more than you pray for yourself. And that's okay. And that's okay. Especially if you know your person will pray for you more than they pray for themselves in certain moments, at certain times. Okay? Sometimes you could be going through something. You could be dealing with something. But you might have the type of prayers that just hit a little more heavy. Okay, you might have some strong, powerful prayers, right? And you could be going through something. You should still be able to pray for your person if they're going through something. They don't got to know what you're going through right away. Because sometimes your person could be going through more than what you're dealing with at that moment. You might have had just a rough day at work. This person might have just lost somebody. Like that. I know that's a little extreme, but that's the realistic though. You might have just had a crappy day at work. Your kids might just be irritating you and getting on your nerves. But your person might have just lost somebody. They might need a little comforting, a little support, a little bit of prayer. Comfort them, support them, pray for them. Even with how you feel, pray for them. That's also going to help you though. That's also going to help you. If you keep a clean spirit, especially for us women, when you keep a clean spirit, your prayers work. Your prayers are strong and powerful. But you got to keep a clean spirit. You got to have pure intentions. Because your intentions and your spirit being pure and clean is going to matter more than you could ever imagine it matters. Especially when you're praying for your person. It matters. It matters. I'm telling you. I'm telling you it matters. I'm telling you. See, a lot of people be like, "Oh, well, I don't want no man that can't protect me, and I don't want to." But can you protect him? Can you protect him? And I ain't talking about physically. I'm talking about spiritually. Can you protect him? Cause make it make sense. Some of these women want the type of man that's willing to risk his life and pull out a weapon and go to war for her. Can you protect him though? What's your prayer life like? What's your prayers hitting for? Can you protect him spiritually, psychologically, mentally, emotionally? Can you protect him? That matters. That's how you supposed to protect. That's how women protect men. Because truth be told, just how a man protects a woman is supposed to protect her man. But a woman protects her man spiritually, mentally, emotionally, psychologically. It's a lot of women that's not willing to do that. It's a lot of women that can't do that because they mental and psychological is off. Their emotions be off. If you and this coming from somebody that did that work. I had to do that work, so I'm telling y'all what I know. I'm telling y'all what I know. And I know what my prayers hit for. I know what my prayers do right now, today, and for the last few years. I know what my prayers is like. Because I did that work, though. I had to heal my emotions. I had to heal my mental. I had to heal my psychological. I had to heal my spirit to be able to have the type of prayer life and power that I do hold. So I'm telling you, as a woman, women, clean your spirit up. Keep a clean, pure spirit and intentions. Your prayers hold weight. Don't be trying to look for a man to pull out a weapon and go to war for you and you can't protect him spiritually, mentally, emotionally, psychologically. Because, yes, he is your physical protection. Absolutely. He is your physical protection. And you should even be able to protect him physically if need be. However way that may occur or need to happen. I'm just saying. But spiritually is your task. Let's keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. BC Hill, you said my mama gave me this knowledge. No. Mm-mm. My mama didn't give me this. I learned it from healing. Learned it healing. I wish my mom did give me this knowledge. I probably wouldn't have went through a lot of things I went through in life. But experience was a great teacher for me. And healing was even a even better teacher. You hear me? I gained a lot on my healing journey and allowing myself to go through the process. Yeah. And Oracle King, these women, you're not supposed to. This how men end up in. Listen, it goes so deep, and I don't really want to get that deep into it because it really go deep. It's really deeper than the surface level of a woman protecting her man spiritually, because it really starts with a mother protecting her sons. That's the protection that man has up until he finds his person, his wife, his person. Until that point, that's why you got to be careful who you choose, cuz everybody can't protect you spiritually, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, or even financially. Some of these women they want to spend your money, they want to put you in debt, baby. They can't wait to spend your money. They can't wait to put you in debt. They can't wait for you to open the wallet up. They can't wait to get. They can't wait. Can't protect you in no way. But if you kept your spirit clean and pure, and your intentions clear and pure, you will be able to protect your man in every way, that way. Every which way. Doing it spiritually, though. You will be able to protect your man in every way, that way. And then some, listen, because fellas, I love you, baby, but deserve the protection. Okay? Don't think, oh, well, you, no, deserve the protection. Because a lot of men want women to protect them, but do you deserve it? Because some of us actually have the ability to protect you spiritually, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, financially, but are you worth that protection? That's, you know, everybody ain't. That's the reality of it. Everybody ain't worth that protection. Happy holidays to you, Sarah. Thank you, darling. You said Miss Wisdom. Hey, Ruchi. That's all right. You here now. You here now. That's cool. That's funny because I just saw your name on my last prayer list. Because I put my prayer list from last week in yesterday. Wow, Arturo the third. That's interesting. That reminded me of your comment. Just reminded me of something I said a couple weeks ago, where I said some women think men want multiple women, and some really don't. Some men have multiple women because they can't find one woman with everything that they want. That's just the truth. and some and some men would rather have the type of woman that they can converse with on some level. On some level, the intellectual just lacks. And a lot of men get frustrated. And that comes from my personal dealings of me doing my coaching and stuff with these men. And they women. That's the outcome. I done talked to a lot of married people. Do y'all hear me? I've coached a lot of married people and single, but over the years of me doing readings, when I used to do readings and doing the sessions and all of that, 80% of couples is always the issue with the communication. And 9 out of 10, the issue is on the woman's end. And it's not surprising to me, but it's just like, dang, if women really knew what they man wanted or really listened or was even considerate, it would be less relationship issues, and maybe even vice versa, because men don't always know how to listen. But I think where it goes wrong is where women feel like men are supposed to be attentive in the way that they are attentive. And that's not how that goes. A man is not a woman is not a man. And you can't expect for the man to show up how you show up, because you're not supposed to show up how that man shows up, just like he's not supposed to show up how you show up. Is not the same. How, and I said this before, how a man shows up in a relationship for his person is not how a woman should show up in a relationship for her man. That's not the same. So people get frustrated in not understanding that, and they get frustrated and, well, I want you to do what I do, and I want you to do this and match my energy, this and this and that. No, y'all energy is going to align and it's going to be reciprocated because he's going to show up how he's supposed to show up and you're going to show up how you're supposed to show up. Okay? Is I think women forget that we are nurturers by nature. By nature, we are nurturers by nature. A lot of women forget that. They so stuck in this new era of disgust because I hate it. I hate it. I I don't like it. I don't like it. Everybody want to be outside. Everybody want to. It's too. I don't like it. It's very toxic, and it really just promotes toxicity on every which level, and that becomes an issue in itself. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. Mm-mm. He said we just talk about earning trust. The same goes for earning spiritual protection. Yes, Oracle King. Absolutely. Yes. 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 Earn your spiritual protection. I'm telling you. It's because you know, it's just what it is. Y'all, we've been on here almost 2 hours. It don't even seem like it. I'm getting ready to go. I will be on here in the morning to do the rising wisdom to start your day. So hit the notification bell so you are notified when I get on. It will be bright and early because I have things to do in the morning. So it will be early. Um, and I'm off my other job for the next 5 days. So the timing gonna be a little crazy. I'm gonna try to switch the timings around that I get on because I know I know a lot of y'all are from different countries, different time zones. So I try to balance it all out, okay? So everybody can participate in the chat somehow, some way. Um, our New Year's Zoom meet and greets, that I'll announce when that'll be. I'll announce it in the morning when I do the Rising Wisdom and start the day. And I'll probably announce it again later in the evening time. Okay, when I do the topic. Um, if you didn't vote for whatever day and time you feel like we should do it, the Zoom meet and greet, go to my community post on my channel and vote. That will be coming down at 11:59. Okay, so get to it, get to it, get to it. We got 52 minutes to go, and I'm gonna be taking that down. Okay, so I'll announce in the morning when we'll do the Zoom meet and greets. So it's going to either be New Year's Eve at midnight or 10 p.m. tomorrow night or New Year's Day. So go vote for a time and day. Okay. Um, and I'll see y'all in the morning. Be blessed, nothing less. I appreciate y'all for keeping it respectful in the chats. And to the ones who got blocked, we'll know you like that, baby. You got to go. You said, much love to you, Oracle King. I appreciate you for showing up. And the rest of y'all, too. Thank you.